I get another stinger?
In life,
What's going on?
Not much.
not much can mean extraordinary.
What are you doing?
Not much.
The people there, or here, or here. Do you ever wonder what their story might be?
I do something no one else in Texas has accomplished.
That 10-year-old surely can't have life experiences that could inspire anyone, could she? What if you could start up a conversation with someone on the street? Ask them how their human experience is turning out,
You have to have that human-to-human contact.
what they're doing to make it meaningful. Do they even realize they may be inspiring someone else?
I'm etchasketching and Facebooking. I'm multitasking.
Common people doing uncommon things. It makes sense to capture it all on a common device. A half hour documented entirely on my phone.
How many phones? Well, just this one. Well, actually, this one. This one's just a dummy prop. Well, we're ready. Not gonna need you today. This is a show, right?
A production.
It might seem like a big production to document the human condition. But not this one. Just me, phoning it in with my phone.
I would find that a little difficult.
A common instrument,
You have got some lenses on the phone, but you've also got
recording
the flashlight.
common folks, or are they? Early on a weekend morning,
She's the trooper.
singing with the birds out front of Barbeck's restaurant.
We can help a lot of people.
Someone else is opening for business.
Hi, got Girl Scout cookies.
Annalisa Duarte
Thank you.
is only 9 years old, but she's heard it all.
They'll say, oh, I've been eating some. Or they'll say, oh, it's that time again of year because they didn't know it was Girl Scout time. Thank you. Hi, got Girl Scout cookies.
Sometimes she can't even finish her
Girl
thought,
Scout cookies today. If you make a donation, I'll send cookies I see today.
but she never looks back.
Hi, got Girl Scout cookies.
Annalisa lives in the moment
Thank you.
better than most adults.
The veterans will donate because they know how good it feels to get cookies.
Girl Scout cookie selling season lasts 52 days. Annalisa says she'll sell cookies all 52 days,
Every day.
every day.
Every day.
Unless
Thank you. Unless I have like 500 more to sell, then I'll maybe take a break.
Apparently, for Annalisa, 500 boxes
Thank
left to
you.
sell is like the crumbs left at the bottom of an empty box.
I've sold about 5,000 boxes of cookies
Yes.
so far, and my goal is 7,248.
It's going to get my heart every time.
She sets a goal and, she knows what she's got to do to make it.
Even if it means working
So 10 or 11 will start getting a little bit busier.
right here
And you be good.
all day.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
No one in Texas sells more.
The reason I like Girl Scout cookie time is I can set a goal for myself and then I can achieve that goal, and that makes me feel really good that I know I can do something.
Between customers,
These are the thin
if you
ones.
listen
I bought me a box last night.
closely, Annalisa not only pitches thin mints,
Do my homework till 6.
but life lessons.
I raise my goal each year.
You see, her success doesn't come without
Thank-
rejection.
Got Girl Scout cookies. Savannah smiles are living. Hi.
Lots of it.
Thank you.
But we can all learn from the way she looks at it all.
Well, I know if someone doesn't buy, I know the next time someone might buy. So I know that it's just one sale that I lost, but I'm going to get it back next time.
Annalisa is always smiling
Okay.
and kind
Thank you.
and understanding.
Okay. Got Girl Scout cookies.
And that's just for the people who don't buy anything. This is more than a story about hard work and determination.
I think we sold a lot today.
It's learning how rejection doesn't have to derail your goal.
Hi, got Girl Scout cookies.
The life lesson,
I sit in the back.
taught by a 9-year-old
Bye.
Girl Scout.
You have 6 seconds. Record a Vine.
I'm posting the cyber dust. Hold on.
We do it all on our phone.
Yeah.
Even using it as a phone occasionally.
Checking flight notification. I gotta go to the airport in a minute to pick up my girlfriend.
Why not air an entire half-hour television special using only one phone?
Well, maybe because we set all this stuff up.
To document a day in the life of this 10-year-old
Periscope.
or the day in the life of someone a little older.
How are you doing today? Good.
It's unmistakable in your mind. You catch it in midair
Good morning. Let me come over here.
without seeing anything.
Good morning, sweetheart. Ooh, I love you.
You know somewhere
I'll put the timer on for about 20 minutes.
bread dough and oven have met.
Hopefully somebody else can watch it.
And on a hot and humid summer morning,
Vanessa,
She loves it.
is the 5th generation
Never stopped.
cooking like this.
and in this back room they bake wake-up calls for the senses.
I'm not sure what she's gonna bake right now.
The wheels are always turning at Creech's Bakery.
Always see her busy and running.
She will wake up in the night sometimes thinking about recipes
I've got to find another measuring cup.
and dreaming about things. There's a chocolate cake called the Dream Cake. It's called the Dream Cake because she dreamed up the recipe when she was sleeping one night.
She's the boss.
And the boss for 3 decades.
They're popovers. They're hollow on the inside. Well, they're wonderful just with jelly and butter.
Is the person who retired almost 3 decades ago and opened up a bakery.
Mama's the boss.
They call her Mama Marcine, the creative inspiration, the binder in this family recipe.
This is not perfect condition for sure.
She lives for it.
Just ask her
She'll
granddaughter,
just sit and watch her bread rise.
Vanessa, and daughters, Cindy and Tina.
On Saturdays, I do a lot of wedding cake orders.
Roll it up like a cinnamon roll.
I'll tell them, now my mother will be the one to deliver your cake.
Put chocolate in them.
And she's 80.
Sometimes 2 to 3 a day.
And the look that they give me is like pure shock.
Mama delivers all right.
Here's your delivery, Mr. Raffetto.
She may be 80,
I feel like I'm 60.
crisscrossing towns and neighborhoods,
I go south of Waxahachie.
delivering what she
They
bakes.
bake about an hour.
Working 6, sometimes 7 days a week.
I live alone, so you dust a little bit, and you sweep a little bit, and you cook a little bit. And so you watch TV a lot. And I don't want to do that. So I come to work every day.
And today she came to work
She was the best mom.
on her 81st birthday,
Couldn't do anything wrong in her eyes.
wearing
Nothing.
something special.
This is her apron that she wore. Just makes me really sad when I think about it, because I miss her.
It's unmistakable in your mind. You can catch it in midair without seeing anything.
And all of a sudden, here come the kids, because that smell of the homemade bread was drifting out the window where they were playing in the backyard.
Half a century ago, Mama Marcine Ruby realized she could do
That
it.
was my first bread that I had made yet.
That she could bake wake-up calls.
And it was so good.
For the
And
senses.
everybody thought I'd done a really good thing that day.
So, what are you doing?
Documenting the human condition on an iPhone.
What are you doing?
So you come across somebody on the street. No way would you know their story.
The guy standing right over there.
So
He's creating so much buzz, it belongs on a marquee. Or even higher, like a roof. In the middle of all the downtown buzz, the wheels are turning on Orrin Solomon's floor.
It's a big space.
He started this co-working space.
You know, obviously in the tech field, we have social media, bloggers, designers, developers, regular fisherman's boots.
In fact, Orrin himself is developing technology
Yeah, it's a little more formal than what I usually wear.
where it's never been before.
The biggest issue seems to be the wind.
At the end of the day,
This part gets a little tricky for me because I have to put my beard in my undershirt.
when everyone takes the elevator
Gets caught in the zipper.
down,
And then put the suit on.
he'll dress in a suit from head to toe
So we got multiple layers of protection here.
and take the elevator up
Basically checking to make sure the bees are in a good state.
with coworker Jeffrey Byers.
There's not many people who are willing to carry a 50-pound box of bees up a sketchy ladder and put it on a roof, so he's definitely earned his keep.
Walking along a tightrope of a roof line 18 floors above the street.
He'll invest in a pair of boots soon enough.
This is the sketchy ladder, and you heard Orrin right. They're going to check on their bees.
Yeah, the wind is really affecting our process here. The hives are dying, 30 to 50% year over year. So
Hives are dying,
Oh, wow. This is not good.
And never has that hit home for Orrin.
Are they all gone?
More than today.
Our bees are gone.
They are stunned.
Well, this is tragic. We have a bad story here.
He wants to develop a way to track what happens in a hive.
There's not even any dead bees in there, though.
Orrin's passion is to save the honeybee.
I've been in this hive about 4 weeks ago.
Turns out the technology Orrin is developing would have seen this coming.
The job of the beekeeper is basically to make sure that nothing goes wrong and that their environment is hospitable to them.
2 months after that devastating day,
We're calling the project Pollinate.
Orrin has installed his hive tracker.
We're creating, sensors that allow us to passively observe what's going on in the hive instead of having to actively disturb the bees to find out for ourselves.
The first ever computer readings he's recorded assures him that this hive is thriving.
Just be light-footed if you can.
He's about to find out.
But let's take a look.
On a roof in Deep Ellum.
Each of these is a bee-sized gate. So exactly one, like that one that just went in, exactly one bee can get in at a time. And basically there's a light sensor here at the front and then an inner one that's a little bit further in.
This is quite a heavy frame of honey.
It's literally tracking a beehive of activity.
This is absolutely gorgeous.
Even though there are 40,000 bees in this hive,
Yeah, bees are doing great.
Orrin feels an attachment
Came along for the
to
ride.
each one.
We checked up on the equipment. The equipment's doing good.
It takes the sting out of tiptoeing around rooftops.
So this is good.
And having to wear a suit to work. It's hard to imagine someone's story just by passing them on the street. Although you can get a good hint from running into Christoph Brown.
Orrin, take a picture.
Like a line on an etch-a-sketch.
Just on iMessage.
It's almost like everyone here is connected
Even if you didn't shut your eyes.
in some way. At this park on a summer morning,
My favorite artist?
art is everywhere.
Probably Salvador Dali.
So what would happen
So I do portraits of people in 2 to 5 minutes.
if the top portrait artist in the world stopped by
I would want to see what that looks like.
and considered the first person he came across as a subject
Great smile.
on his etch-a-sketch?
These generally range anywhere from $200 to $500.
Art
I so appreciate this.
sometimes isn't permanent.
Oh my goodness. It's me.
But Lauren has no reservations that in 2 minutes her likeness will have been seen
Thank you. You're welcome. How cool is that?
and then wiped away forever.
I really liked it.
Lauren and Christoph Brown took a picture of the portrait because,
Shake the etch-a-sketch,
you know,
and whatever keeps you from that wish will be shaken out of the universe,
Christoph had
and the wish will be
to
granted.
start another one.
And the wish is granted!
That's pretty incredible.
I plan to take the etch-a-sketch as far as it possibly can go. I'm an entrepreneur and an innovator, and I've come up with all these brand new great things that the etch-a-sketch can do. We're really stepping out of the red frame.
And stepping right in
Hi, ladies.
to a bachelorette
How are you
luncheon.
today?
Maybe I'll have to hire you for the wedding.
Most of us consider any image scratched out on an etch-a-sketch a miracle.
It's awesome.
Most people have assumptions in life that things are impossible and that certain things are impossible. And, you know, I come along and I etch-a-sketch their portrait in 2 minutes, and then they go, wow, I thought that was impossible. And
Christoph says 90% of everybody on the planet knows what an etch-a-sketch is.
you look so pretty in the etch-a-sketch.
Yay.
Most of us know it's impossible
The only thing I could ever do was write my name.
to draw anything,
I'm just so thankful and grateful that I can do this.
and he knows it.
I found something I did well, and I created a business out of it, and I can't be happier. I wake up every day going, thank you, you gave me something.
Wow, that's amazing.
And I'm gonna run with it.
That is so good. Wow.
So the pitch competition starts at 4, so I have like 20 minutes to prepare.
You'd never know on the outside
It's always really
that inside
scary.
this retro blue office building,
That's my crash and burn sound.
the only thing stronger than the coffee
You're gonna need coffee for the next 3 months.
is Sherry Garcia's sense of
No pressure.
urgency.
Hi, how are you?
Something
I'm Sherry Garcia.
drives her
So I try to focus on my business and
to make it to the top,
try to keep my head down. So
maybe because in her latest job,
Okay.
when it comes to women,
We heard about her from one of our investors.
creating apps and software is just another challenge.
It's a harsh environment for women, but it's one that's growing.
So here's the app.
Sherry's app
Basically,
idea.
They can go through and they can say good.
Called Rent Eval, as in evaluation,
There's garage, front yard, entryway.
landed her here at Tech
We
Wildcatters.
give them $25,000. We give them office space.
Me and Sherry are in business together.
Throw all the resources and mentorship at them for 12 weeks.
I came in as an investor and just fell in love with the idea, so that's why I wanted to join the company as well.
We essentially, I like to say, we throw gasoline on their fire.
A checklist, like when you go to an apartment place and you have your little checklist and you fill out all the little check boxes, the kitchen's clean, this and that. So it takes all that and puts it all in an iPhone app.
So the first product is Luminous Envy. It's your time to shine anytime.
Unpacking her life in a new office.
And I saw Women Invents. I said, oh, cool, another woman inventor. I got to read that article.
Same building.
And I opened it up.
Just a few floors higher.
And I saw it was about me, and I almost fainted.
Her inventions and success mean a lot to
I
her.
like to go into the prison and help people become entrepreneurs. And these are all letters from them that I got.
Especially after coming
hundreds.
from the basement.
I have a little bit of a rough past. I got into drugs. I became a drug addict for a couple of years. Really just, my life just spiraled all the way down. And
Sherry's greatest invention
suppressed, and I just came back to life.
is really a reinvention
Who run the world?
of herself.
Who run the world?
It's every Wednesday night from 3 to 7.
Because that's what we do. We run the world.
And we put our teams up on stage, and then we...
and this is to help me get prepped for my speech, my pitch. I got to have the help of Beyonce.
Pick them apart, for lack of a better word.
Hi, I'm Sherry Garcia, CEO of Rent.
Sherry says in the tech field,
Send this through.
only 4% are women. Even less who run the world.
That time clock in the back is kind of tick, tick, tick. So sometimes in life you have shattered moments and things don't go your way, but it went good. I don't think I messed up. That doesn't mean your dreams have to be shattered. I'll hear about it tomorrow if I did.
Maybe the perfect time for a new piece of glass
We're proud of her.
on her success story.
You gotta listen to me when I'm talking.
Young folks started, young folks shining. Everybody's doing that dark town strut. Right on. They strutting over there.
When it comes to art, New Orleans drips with it. In one case, though,
really don't look like much until you paint them.
you have to leave the path of galleries
The one I'm working on now is the
and head into a den.
Wizard of Oz lion.
No bigger than a chicken coop.
I'm just shaping the hair.
It's where John Lamoran creates art like no one else in the world.
I seem to be the only one that does it. I checked all over the internet and can't find anybody else that does this.
It came to him in a dream.
You're doing it on a curved surface, so it's more of a sculpture.
Where we all looked like eggheads.
Yeah, while one's drying, I work on another one.
That's when John became...
I don't use chicken eggs anymore because I ship them.
The Eggman.
I work with acrylic eggs, I work with wooden eggs, I work with mostly ceramic eggs.
This isn't the only den in John's life. Just across the Mississippi River.
Yeah, this is it.
Where an egg carton couldn't possibly contain this art.
This is a New Orleans den, a Mardi Gras den.
10 years ago, John was in the Mardi Gras business, painting parade floats. But that was right before Hurricane Katrina hit.
It wasn't this den, it was a different den. And the den was actually hit by a tornado. It wasn't just the water. So I really didn't have a job, and I just started painting eggs again. I'm going to do something to make a living. Got on the Martha Stewart show, and I got back into the eggs at a different scale. And I've been doing it ever since the hurricane.
John painted his first egg for his daughter 40 years ago.
The first egg I ever painted.
Since then, he's sold them all.
I'd have to say the most popular eggs, probably the Beatles eggs.
Football stars, musicians. He even took a crack at Humpty Dumpty.
You want me to go get Rush?
Yeah, Rush?
But
Yeah.
one top seller
This is the old Rush egg.
still doesn't really understand.
They're not that easy to make because he plays on like 20 drums.
He's almost up to a dozen of these.
And when I sell this one, I'll make another one.
John splits his time between dens.
Well, I actually do both.
He's back painting big, but will never give up the small.
And I love doing both of them. I love painting eggs, and I look kind of weird because I go from 40-foot floats to 2-inch eggs. But it's fun.
That's John's life in an eggshell, making art from den to den.
That's it. That's the line.
With only the Mississippi River in between.
Going down from Bowman, or maybe Ohio.
Where'd you put them? It's in the back of the trunk and everything else.
Production teams create unparalleled beauty. with sophisticated know-how and state-of-the-art equipment. But this half hour is just on the fringe of all that. An iPhone and people like Leo Beal. The fringe in this case, a remote island in the Pacific Northwest.
These doors are from Alexandria, Egypt.
It's like he's alone on an island.
I say this house is hard to describe. You just have to experience it.
And those who do use words like
beautiful, amazing, gorgeous
to describe it.
The world is a spectacle you managed to capture.
This is the Beal Museum and mailbox.
Art collecting, I like to think, is a positive addiction.
It's also Leo Beal's house.
But I don't know what it is.
Leo does know that his art collecting,
well, this is my Greek Doric temple.
Never satisfies the appetite it creates.
It's harder to build part of a dome and keep it structurally sound than to build the whole thing.
50 years
There's
ago,
a lot to see here, Mike.
Leo bought a summer cabin and
on this side of the door
has
too.
been adding on ever since.
I'm adding things all the time, and I don't sell anything, you see.
Filling every room.
That's right.
With pieces of art like you've never seen.
The building is a work of art too.
Inside,
I have the largest collection in the world.
And out.
This is a mathematical symbol pi out of stainless steel, 800 pounds of stainless steel.
He only requires one thing from his artists.
It was too tall to get on the ferry.
That at one time or another, they live here. And here
Please follow all instructions given by the crew.
takes a while to get to.
You're walking off the vessel.
The only way is by ferry, about 2 hours north of Seattle.
You'll be disembarking from the car deck.
A tiny remote island called Orcas. Part of the San Juan Islands where the entire population is less than 5,000. Down a road sprinkled with an occasional mailbox.
Well, I had 35 people here today.
Leo's museum feels like a mystery that just got more complicated with a for sale sign.
I have a lot of things in storage, a lot of art in storage. I need more room, and the county has been harassing me for years. There you go.
He feels San Juan County isn't making it easy for him to add on to his own property.
Do you care about the time? I don't care a lot about time, I just like clocks.
One thing about time, he knows he won't be around forever and wants to make sure that people who find his museum continue to be amazed and perplexed about it.
Art is the expression of surprise. And when you see something that surprises you and delights you, that's to me, that's a good piece of art.
Fitting, it seems. That's the only way to describe Leo himself.
Yeah, I attract artistic people, and it's always been that way.
Storytelling hasn't changed.
It's good.
What continues to change is the device that helps deliver a story.
I think it better be the latest phone.
We all carry one around.
No.
A story, that is.
That's not a success.
And sometimes the scripts of our lives are worthy of good theater. In this case, life is etched on an iPhone, a simple device, just like an etch-a-sketch. It just might take a while to get the hang of it.